Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video about, since this happened in New York. This actually happened, the CEO of the healthcare company being murdered the early morning. That actually happened before I went on vacation, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit because there's been wild reactions to it. A lot of people had a lot of insane reactions to it, but I think people kind of missed the point of the not the murder, because that murder is, I don't give a crap what reason it is. Murder is wrong, okay? But you have to understand people's frustration with the healthcare industry in New York, not New York, in the United States, how it's all so messed up, and how a lot of people go into medical debt and all this, and how people are just frustrated with the health system, and how the lobbyists and stuff are basically, basically bribing a congressman to keep the healthcare system the way it is. And that's why people were so frustrated. We're saying some crazy, outrageous stuff because people are frustrated. But a guy being murdered, there's no reason to murder that guy. I don't give a crap what was going on in that guy's personal life. Okay, murdering another human being is wrong. Okay, it is purely wrong. Like I said, I understand the frustration and stuff with the healthcare system because it's screwed up, and I blame a lot of our politicians for it because they openly take bribes, and we know the healthcare industry is a billion-dollar business. Okay, and there's a lot of people that get declined medical options. They have to get approved. A lot of people get declined, and that can lead to frustration. People go into medical debt. Okay, people are frustrated and angry with the system. Okay, and that's exactly why I think they should definitely. That's why you have to know who you're voting for. Okay, and hold these politicians' feet to the fire. So listen, this medical issue is, and that's why these people were they were acting all shocked. Oh, people are, were they weren't praising him, but they were saying they understand the frustration with the healthcare, with this our broken healthcare system. It's broken. It's overpaid. The healthcare people are making way too much money on the backs of regular working class people. People have to go into debt. Okay, people have to get approval for things, and it's frustrating, that we have to deal with this in the greatest. And this is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. We have to deal with this, but unfortunately, the way the system is set up, it's set up for them to make money. And it's not set up for regular people, and that's why we're frustrated with it. Okay, and that's why I think people have to. That's why you have to know who you're voting for, and you have to take that into account. That's why your vote should count, and that's why you should definitely hold your politicians to account and make sure you question them. Say, listen, are you for medical, medical relief? And make sure your politician, they can't give you that answer. Then just say, listen, I'm not voting for you. Okay, I want the medical costs to come down. Okay, I want our system, a broke system, to be fixed. If you won't do that, if you can't promise that for me, I'm not voting for you. And it's simple as that. And I think that's the issue. You cannot let these politicians skate by. They skate by not doing anything. They let the system stay broken because they're getting billions of dollars in contributions from the medical lobbies and all this stuff, and they won't fix the system, okay, unless people rise up, okay. And I think that's another thing why these people are the people are panicking. These rich people are panicking because they say, "Oh man, the rich, what if these people? What if these poor people fight back?" And they start to get afraid of that. Okay, so they have to make sure you have to hold these politicians to account because they're the ones. And when I say hold them to account, not murder them. Okay, you hold them to account politically. Okay, you don't vote them into office. You say, listen, I want to hear from the politicians. I want to hear that you're going to fight to get the medical costs, driven down for Medicaid for all. You got to make sure you keep Medicaid. Okay, you got to hold these politicians to account. That's why you just don't willy nilly throw your vote away. Okay, you got to make sure that when you're voting for these politicians, they fight for you. That's because you're their boss. Okay, so don't just vote blindly because you like them on some issues. If your main issue is medical stuff, you got to make sure that politician you vote into office is handling his or her business. If they're not, vote them out. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, don't hold their feet to the fire. Don't let them get away with it. Let them get away with lying to you. Okay, that's the biggest thing. And don't, like I said, this guy, he has issues, but nobody deserves to be murdered. I don't give a crap what his job was. Nobody deserves to be murdered. Okay, and I remember seeing that thing in the paper, and they even showed because it was all over the news. They showed a guy basically lying in wait for this guy, when the guy was basically just walking down the street, going to his to the conference and stuff, and basically got murdered in the street. Okay, again, that's wrong. That's way beyond wrong. Okay, and it should never come to this. This, like I said, this is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Okay, so you're supposed to make sure you do what the people want. Okay, stop letting these politicians, these scummy politicians, get away with not doing what they're supposed, what you hired them to do, what you voted them in to do. If they don't want to do it, vote them out. It's that simple. Stop being passive and stop just complaining. Actually, take action and say, listen, we're going to vote you out of here. You're not going to do what we want. You don't want to lower medical costs and stuff. No, I'm going to vote you out of office. Okay, I'm going to get somebody in there that's going to actually work for the people. Okay, and especially and try to at least fix our broken medical system. Okay, and I pray that happens. Okay, and there's no more killing of CEOs and all this stuff, because that, to me, again, killing is wrong. Okay, I know people go into medical debt and people get denied coverage and stuff, and you don't realize how life altering that is to a family. Okay, you're basically changing their life. Okay, and not doing this. So we have to make these politicians who can actually have the power to change it. Make sure they hold them to account and make sure they change it to the way we want and make it fair for all people. Okay, and that's my issue with that. So anyway, let me know what you think of this whole. Like I said, I know there's been people like left and right. Basically people were, and they were surprised. People were shocked. I saw Ben. What's his name? Ben. I forgot his name. The guy who works for the Daily Wire. He was actually shocked. Shocked that people were his videos where he was talking about that, but people were actually downvoting his videos. Or because he didn't understand that people's frustration. He was trying to make it a class thing. It's not a class thing. It's a medical thing. Okay, so yeah, he was. Excuse me. He was pleasantly surprised by all the people that were giving him backlash for that. He was trying to make it a class thing instead of what it was. It's a medical issue thing. Okay, that's what it is. It's not a class thing. Okay, because you had Republicans and Democrats on the same page saying, yes, our medical system is broken. You got to fix it. Okay, and stop trying to pit people against each other. Okay, and fix the system. Okay. Anyway, in the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, a link to my main channel, Trepacer, as well. Also, I have a link down below to my Patreon $5 a month, over 200 videos, 5-minute preview clips of all the content. Follow the link. Also, in the description box, I have a link to my merchandise store. I sell hats, t-shirts, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies for men, women, unisex. Follow the link, and it'll take you to the store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long, and take care.